He's Peach. And we've got Jed Live coming back for our stream. Alright.
So this started already?
They're just
So this is
jumping right into it.
So this is best of 5. Ooh, Chris.
Ooh, Chris. There's Bragg. There we go. Alright. So, a notoriously bad matchup for Ices.
Yeah, this is definitely a horrible matchup for climbers, but it's not as.
It doesn't wobble anymore.
Just busted out. Sorry, Master. I must go all out just this once.
So one thing is like, as bad as this matchup is, the Peach has to play a very specific way to make it that bad.
Fair.
And a lot of people feel like, oh, it's Peach Climbers, so it'll be free. And that's how MacD loses to Chudat. Because he's dumb. And he's like, it's Peach Climbers. And it's like, no, like, it's kind of like Fox Climbers. Like, of course, Fox wrecks them, but you need to play it in a specific way. And if you don't, you will lose to them.
Yeah.
Like, they can shield your down smash and then wave dash wobble you. Like, that's a thing. Like, that's a 0 death. You got to be careful when you down smash. You can't just throw it out like a lot of people do. They think down smash just beats them.
Ooh.
And it
Shy
does
Guys
not.
absorbing that.
The best part of Melee.
Yep.
Total RNG Shy Guys.
There we go. Picks it up.
I hate those things.
Yeah, they're the worst.
They're the worst, probably the worst RNG part of Melee. Just like playing Falcon and then getting caught your side B on a Shy Guy, you're like, I want to die.
This isn't right. Alright, So I think during his first set on stream, I was going on and on about how he should be, he can't get his wobbles set up. I think, did you play him?
I did play him, yeah.
He didn't wobble once, right?
Well, he didn't grab me.
Yeah, so that's why I thought it was, that he couldn't get a grab and wobble, but maybe he just
Right.
doesn't wobble anymore. An honorable ice climber.
Not wobbling is the best way to get better at ice climbers.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I think the saddest part of climbers is wobbling. If they didn't have it, they'd be a lot cooler.
Everyone would be way happy to see that. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're kind of cool characters.
And
They're
like,
cool design, everything.
honestly, like I think the community is really dumb for unbanning wobbling.
Interesting.
It was like the decision of a few people who think they're being pure, but they're actually making things worse. Pretty much like the fake Smash government, where they're like, we're the government now. Like we're the five government, dude.
Not
I
my
don't know.
president.
Dude, they just like, I just think it's crazy to be pro wobbling. Like, you really have to get far inside your own head to be pro wobbling.
Yeah.
You really have to look at the world abstractly
In the sunken
and
place.
be like, games shouldn't, like, you shouldn't ban, like, dude, basically everyone who like read Serlin and then thinks they're smart because they read Serlin, and they're like, play to win, bro. And it's like, you realize there's one melee. There's only one melee, and you're making it worse. Like, because theoretical purity of gameplay
Fixed
is
melee
more
with
important to
one
you than
simple
quality of gameplay.
Fair.
And not you, right? These guys.
No, yeah,
And I hate that.
Well, thankfully,
And then there were players like Fly. Feels bad, man. I miss Fly.
Yeah, he was always fun to watch.
Yeah. Fly is interesting because his play style is very robotic, but it's a robot like a robot controlled by a very tricky man. So, like, you know what he's gonna do, but you don't know how he's gonna do it, and he's very good at messing with your head.
Fair. That's great.
Man, I can't believe how many people are pro wobbling that don't even play climbers. And how many of them think that, like, it's, like, objectively logical to allow wobbling. And, like, they just... I'm not going to go too much into it.
I mean, to tie it into Brawl, though, that's kind of like one of the big problems there. There wasn't wobbling, but it was like just the infinite
Basically
kickbacks,
wobbling
like,
and
nobody
Brawl,
wants to see it,
yeah.
no one wants to play against that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, stuff like that is bad for the game. Like, it doesn't matter if you... It's hard to ban. There's plenty of border cases that are almost wobbling. It's like, right, except wobbling was banned for years, and it was fine because no one wobbled, because it's obvious when you wobble.
Yeah.
Like, people aren't afraid of climbers comboing out a grab or getting some extra damage. They hate 6 minutes of every set is.
That noise, though.
I know I'm not being accurate,
No,
but
but honestly, no.
but I like.
No, I mean, it's different than something like a fox chain grab or something like where you have a chance to get out of it.
Dude, it's similar to like box controllers and stuff. A lot of people are against them because they have like this bizarre view of purity. Like, it's not melee unless you screw up your hands. Like,
Definitely.
I wish I ran the melee community by myself. There'd be no wobbling.
Just gotta
That's
start
the
your own
first
tournament
thing.
series. That's the
That's
key.
true. And then just run it with the rules I want.
Everyone has to bring a box and no wobbling. Oh, alright. Just chucks that bomb immediately.
I would allow every controller mod. You have perfect wave dash, half your values are shield drop. Fine with me.
It's essentially the equivalent of like introducing steroids into like the Olympics.
It's like
everyone likes it,
people are
it's
like,
just huge.
but it changes the meta. I'm like, yeah, for everyone. Like, it's okay. Like, why are you allowing the game to arbitrarily be played at a higher level? People should be capped at wave dash angles for the rest of eternity.
Oh man.
Like, people legit believe that like
Yeah.
that if you wave dashed the full distance, that you're ruining melee. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Huh? Like, people legit believe that, like, if you wave dash the full distance, that you're ruining melee, like Hacks mod. Where Hacks mod isn't allowed because people are like, it's not fair. Perfect wave dashes gives more of an advantage to characters that use wave dash often, and Ganondorf really doesn't benefit that much from it. Like, dude, that's Kage. Kage arguing that you shouldn't be allowed. No, yeah, no, he's.
Banning people with like shiz or whatever, the history of violence or whatever. I'm like, dude, like, how are you gonna do that? What are you gonna do? Give a criminal record check to like everyone who enters your tournament? And then he's like, oh, that's a stupid argument. That's like saying we have to check literally everyone for our Arduinos.
Dude, even when Kage is right on the surface, you don't want to agree right away because in the like 3 comments down, you don't know what he's gonna say, right? Like,
Someone from
it's scary.
like, replied, okay,
You know, like Kage, no.
and then there was someone else that's like, holy fuck, Kage.
Well, his argument is like you shouldn't allow perfect angles because Ganon benefits less than Fox. And it's like you should allow perfect angles because that's part is in the game. It's okay. Like,
I mean, as far as notches go, I don't care. As far as like physical mods, like Arduinos to get those firebox angles, like,
I'm fine with it, man.
I feel like that's a little. You play Fox.
I play every character.
You play Fox as well.
But
Alright,
dude,
so
it also lets you get reverse chic up Bs
I can reverse sheet up these without it.
because your controller allows it.
No, because I'm good.
No, that's what everyone who has a controller everyone who has like literally everyone whose controller shield drops on the right instead of the left, and it doesn't shield drop on the left. They straight up go, "Oh, I'm just bad at doing it to the left, but I'm mad good at doing it to the right." Like, it's the controller.
Controller and I can shield drop straight down without going to the side.
That's not true.
That's absolutely true. I've proven it to some people before.
I mean, I can shield drop down too, but like, you can't do it on every controller because the values are slightly different.
No, you do it like once or twice, then it's like, okay, adjust.
I mean, that's fair enough. Yeah,
Actually, not hard though.
it's hard to do it in a tournament match.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just so used to it. Wait, did Jeff actually? Oh, I believe in Jeff.
man.
Dude, if you can hit single coordinates easily, you should be top 10.
Well, it's not single coordinates though.
It's 3 coordinates. 3.
There's also if you take it down at a certain speed, like pull it down.
Yeah, but a lot of times you don't want to do it at like the speed. The issue is buffering it. If you're just sitting on the platform shield dropping, dude, that's the Hugs. Hugs did that for years. Like, he shield dropped long before it was a thing. Just straight down and not in situations where it was relevant. Like,
There we go.
but it's hard to commentate this, honestly.
I mean, game 2, he made it look like it was doable, and then This game, UW, Chris is just like,
So what am I supposed to do with the Canadian money that I get, by the way? Is there a way to make that American money?
You flew in, I'm assuming. You
Yeah.
There should be a money exchange at the airport.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely want to get rid of that because, I mean...
Like, there's no use in bringing it to America.
Unless you like colorful money.
I could just go to nationals and money match Canadians with their own
There
money.
we go, yeah, perfect. I don't know, man, the exchange is so bad right now, I don't know if you want to.
Oh, wait.
Stay here, you play harp.
Oh, I thought that was top 8.
No, this was still
Oh.
together. Wait, that was losers.
Okay.
There's one more losers. Now
Almost
it's
top
Herb
8.
and
Let's go, Chris. Because I play the winner of this.
There we go.
Dude, get second.